the local flea market I bought these 3 drill chucks. I think I paid about €20 for them. I didn't get them at the same seller. These 2 came in their original packing, so they have never been used. This one I'm not sure of. It looks used. These 2 are both German Röhm shocks. This is an imperial sized one. It goes from let's see, 1/32 to 3/8, so that's about 0.8 to 10 millimeter, and it takes a 3/8 24 TPI thread. And this one is 0.5 to 8 millimeter, and it takes the same 3/8 24 TPI thread. This one, the big one, is a 1 to 30 millimeter, and it has a Jacobs taper number 6. I don't have any arbors for these, so I'm gonna try and make some. They'll be useful for the small drills, since my regular chuck goes from 1.5 millimeter to 16, so I can use them for small drills, and also maybe set it up with a center drill, so I can just change out the whole chuck plus including the drill. I'm gonna try and make the arbor out of this old bolt that came from a tractor. It's part of the I don't know how to call it, the lift assembly on the rear of the tractor, where you hook up the plows and stuff. It's from a for a adjustable arm. It broke, and well, the parts are still laying around, so why not use them? Yeah, that will work. I have the workpiece mounted between centers. First time for me. I had to move the center back because the lathe dog wasn't caught with the jaws of the chuck. I'm gonna hand feed it, see what happens. I have no idea how hard this stuff is. Let's speed it up. I'm gonna sharpen the tool again. I have little faith in my tool grinding abilities, but well, you can only learn by trying. I'm not sure if this lathe dog will fit underneath the carriage. Yeah, no problem. Oh. Huh. We seem to have an interrupted cut. Yeah. Can't go much further. It seems to be machining much nicer near the chuck, and even a smooth finish over here. As you can see here at the chuck end, things are really getting smooth. There also seem to be less chatter. So it might be harder at the other end where the gear was welded on. Alright, take another cut. This here is a number 2 Morse taper, and the thickest part of it is just under 80 millimeters. The workpiece is also about 80 millimeters now, but I still need to take off some more because of the surface damage. So if I start from the tailstock end, I'll end up here, right in the heavily damaged part. I'm thinking maybe I should move the taper over here, but that's way too long for me to cut with my compound. So I'm gonna take off some material here and then start working on a taper. I've shortened the workpiece and re-drilled the center hole. I even re-ground the center, and I'm getting ready to set up the compound for a number 2 Morse taper. But in order to cut that, the compound needs to get closer to the workpiece. But I'm running into an issue here because the handle here is touching the tailstock. Well, one side is. Some Chinese worker probably had an off day, or maybe it is bent. Well, can't see. So I need to find a solution for this. Probably take the handle off and make an extension and come in from behind the tailstock, probably using a cordless drill. Well, I got the handle out, which wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. I had to drill it out, and even then it wouldn't, well, I couldn't pull it out. Anyway, it's off now. I replaced it with a flexible, I don't know, extension for a socket set. Got the drill on a piece of string or strap, I guess, and I'm ready to recut the center point. All right. Oh, I tightened up the cross slide because the drill is a bit powerful, and well, it just needed a bit more resistance so I can easily modulate the speed. It's still a bit hard to control. Well, that's far from perfect. Maybe with some practice. Well, I'm done setting up the cross slide, and this is the best I could do. I don't think the arbor is 100% straight, but we'll see if this will work. I'm getting ready to cut the taper. I've already cut off the last part of the arbor according to these pages I got from Wikipedia. It should be 13mm thick with a 60mm length. I am a bit worried about the feed rate of with the cordless drill, because this stuff, well, it's very hard to get a decent surface finish. It does seem to be a bit softer in the middle, because it got easier when I got deeper. Alright, here goes nothing. It's definitely not mirror-like. Not great. I've taken a few more passes and the surface damage is gone, so at least we got enough material to cut the taper. But it's very hard to get a nice finish on here. It's very rough. I might need to regrind the tool, or maybe try a different tool. Oh. But first I need to take a few more passes. I don't understand how I got this surface finish the last time. I changed to a high-speed steel tool bit. I well, tried to grind it myself, and well, my success when it comes to grinding tool bits is very limited. I had a number of tool bits break the point off, but we'll try again. Maybe we'll get it right sometimes. Well, it's not worse, but it's also not much better. The point is still there. It's still shite. No, call it a day. Okay, one more try. I tried to improve the radius of the cutting tool, and I changed the angle on the tool holder. Let's see what happens. The battery is starting to die. Well, it's a bit of an improvement. But not great. Running it in reverse also didn't help. It's actually a bit worse off. I guess maybe I could polish it, because I can't take off anymore. I already took off too much. So I'll probably have to shorten it from this side. But that's something for tomorrow. That's reasonable. but I took off too much, so this piece is a failure and I'll have to start over again. Too bad.